Hi, this is Bonnie, and this video is going to cover short-term medical and other supplemental quoting. Before you can actually do a quote, the best thing to do is to start off and make sure that all your information is properly input. So on your dashboard, which you see on the screen now, click My Profile. In My Profile is where your supplemental appointments are all stored with the identification numbers. You see that here at the bottom. In order to enter your appointments, click Edit. And we'll start with the Compass 360 short-term medical ID. You most likely received a letter that looks like this. And your 6-digit ID number is right here in where this red circle is. So hang on a second, and I'm going to enter mine. While we're at it, I happen to also have an ID to sell Compass Express. If you do not, call customer service and we will give you the phone number to get in touch with them. Let me enter that. And same thing holds true. I do have an appointment, an ID for a National General, which in this case will be for quoting accidental and dental. So let me grab my number there and put it in. After you enter all your IDs, you must click Save. You'll get a message that your profile info was updated successfully. You click OK. Next thing you're going to do is click the Carriers tab on your dashboard. If you don't have a Carriers tab, that means this was already done for you and you don't have to worry. But if you don't, please follow along. So click Carriers. If your state is already listed here, fine. If not, you're going to add a new state. You select from this drop-down, find the state, and then click Add. So if I wanted to quote Alabama, I would click Add, and I'm going to save that for the time being. Okay. I'm going to select all the carriers and save it just so you can see. Now, I happen to be quoting Pennsylvania, so I'm going to click the plus sign on Pennsylvania, and you'll notice that at the top are all the supplemental carriers. At the bottom, all the ACA carriers are listed. They all have a check next to them because I have already been quoting and enrolling for ACA plans. Supplemental and short-term medical is new for me, and so we need to get check marks here. In order to do that, click the word Edit on the red bar with the state name, and then go ahead and check off by clicking in the boxes all those that you're going to be quoting. In this case, we're going to quote them all. When you're done, go back up to that red bar and click Save. Now we can begin to quote. When you quote, you have to begin with a lead that has an email address. That's the only way to do it. So we're going to click Leads, and then we're going to add a lead because I'm going to show you this right from the beginning. So click Add Lead, and the first name on our lead is going to be Quote. And you fill in all the other information, which I'm going to do magically like that. The date of birth. Oop, I've got a typo there, hang on. Is in. And then we click to save the lead. You get an alert that the new lead was added successfully, and you click OK. When you return to your Leads tab, you will notice that your new lead is on the top, by the way. And so now, in order to quote, you move your eyes over to the right, and there's a column that says Send Quote. You're going to click on the gray paper icon that's underneath the word Send Quote, and that's how you will actually quote. So let's click those icons. It's going to confirm my county. If there was more than one choice for the zip code, you get to choose here. And then I'm going to choose short-term medical and other supplemental for my quoting purposes and click Submit. That brings us to the quote mode primary page. Difference between primary and secondary is that the primary quote page is for the main item that you're quoting, and then all the others will be added to those. You'll see. So we're going to choose a gender, which is female for this particular applicant. And then the primary type of plan that we are going to quote is a short-term medical Compass 360 plan. And the plans that are down below, and you're going to scroll down, and the plans that I'm going to quote are this one, and this one. You may quote up to 4 of them. So then you scroll back up to the top and click Continue. Now you're on the secondary quote page, and that means that everything that you choose here will be added to each of the other 3 items that you had picked on the primary page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a Compass Express plan. Where is that? It's right here. To it. So each of my Compass 360s will now have a Compass Express with them. And then I'm also going to choose 2 different dental coverages and let my lead choose which one they want. So the basic one and the intermediate one. When you're done making all your choices, and you can do up to 4, you then go back to the top and you click Continue. Now you can see the plan comparison. And I'm going to shrink my page a little bit so you can see everything. There you go. So you'll see that across the top is what you chose on the primary page, and then going down each column is what you chose on the secondary pages. The more I look at this, the more I realize as I look at these prices that my client probably only would want the basic dental, so I can actually delete that plan from the quote completely. And that's exactly what I did in this case. But I would like to send everything else and let her choose from here. So what I do is I go to the top and I click the words Send Quote. A box will pop up with pre-formatted email. You can indeed type what you want in the subject or add to whatever was there. You can actually add to what's in the body of it. Whatever you do, though, please don't touch the click for quote red ball there, because that contains all the information that's embedded in it. And then you click send. And the email will be sent. You'll receive a quote sent successfully confirmation, and you click OK. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you where you can find it. So here we are back in the Leads tab, and Quote Test is on top. And if we click on the name Quote Test and we scroll down, and then we click Detailed Client Info, and then we scroll down to Contact History, you can actually see that there was an email sent with the health insurance quote. It's a very important thing to remember. Also, if we go back to Leads and we look at Quote Test and we go over to where there had been a gray icon, it is now green. If you click on that green icon, which by the way means that a quote was sent, you click on it, you'll have the opportunity to actually view the quote here as well. So you can view current quote. And let's do that just so you can see what's there. And there's exactly what we had sent before. Now I'm going to log out of here, and I'm going to show you what it is that the person receives when they get the quote in their email. And it's a lot, so hang on one second. Here we go. Here it is. So this is what it looks like. You'll notice the words that we added are here. And what your client is going to do is they're going to click for the quote. And we're going to do just that. And lo and behold, what they see is exactly what you had sent. And now it's up to them to decide. And my client here is not going to take the dental coverage at all. So she's going to remove that from the quote for a minute. She's going to take a look at these numbers. All she really wanted to pay was less than $200. Not necessarily the best way to choose, but the way to choose. And so she's going to choose this particular plan, and she's going to click Select Plan. That will take her to the household members page, where she can actually fill out and enroll herself completely in this particular set of plans that she chose. And there you have it. That's quoting for short-term medical and other supplemental. We'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.